is up, everyone? GoJay51 here with the Q&A 800 subscribers celebration. You know, 2020 has been kind of a bad year. You know, and not kind of, I mean really. A lot of downs. You know, personal life. You know, but you know, seeing 800 subscribers after all that, you know, really lifted me up. And you know, I'd love to thank every last one of you. You know, whether you you know, you shout me out on Facebook in your own videos. We talk offline. You know, personally. You know, through Instagram or Twitter or whatever. You know, here on YouTube as well. You know, just thank you. 800 subscribers. It's awesome. It's just me doing all this stuff. You know, I do you know, collaborate with other people, but you know, pretty much all the reviews that you see and stuff, you know, they're all just me doing them. You know, I take inspiration from others and you know, their videos, but you know, I try to make it my own. And you know, for 800 subscribers to be a part of this journey, thank you. You know, someday we get to 1,000, someday to more than that, but you know, 800 subscribers feels good. 800 people enjoy the stuff that I do, all the little ramblings, all the craziness that I do, and I'm very thankful for that. And let's start off with a couple of special thanks. You know, there's a couple special people that have helped me get here. You know, everyone helped me get here, but these are just a couple of extra mile people that you know, have really gone and gotten me over. Okay, first off, I'd like to thank X Plus and Mr. G Okamoto, you know, for all the wonderful figures that there are that I've been allowed to purchase and display and make reviews on, you know, and to get my face out there and get my time out there. You know, it's just awesome. You know, thank you very much to them. And Mr. Jeremy Souls from Summit Kaiju as well, you know, working closely with X Plus to bring all these little lovelies here as well. Next up, there's a little group of friends, you know, I hang out with, you know, from time to time, you know, on Facebook. You know, we haven't really made a name for our group yet, but first off, of course, you know, I gotta shout him out. Mr. Leslie Chambers, you are an awesome man, and you're there whenever, you know, I'm ever feeling blue, whenever I'm feeling low. You know, you always give time to listen and talk, and you know, we talk personal, we talk Godzilla, we talk personal Godzilla stuff. You know, it's just awesome, dude. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Mr. AJ Russo and Kaiju Live. I love your work, dude. All right, your show is awesome and fun, and you know, just love watching it. You know, all the fun stuff we talk about on the Facebook group as well. You know, a little private group we have. Awesome stuff. Next up, we have Phil the Kaiju King. You know, another awesome dude. Love working with you as well. Love, you know, all the talks that we have. You know, I love all of the awesome Mark Sang-Yang statues, as well as Leslie Chambers, of course. But I love all of your statues as well, all the lovelies you've had made. Brutazilla. You know, I'm not sure if you want me to shout out your real names and stuff like that, you know, unless you've used them on your channels before. So I'm just going to refer you as Brutazilla. Awesome dude. You know, he and I have hung out at G-Fest a couple of times, you know, and also in the personal group. Awesome guy. Miss you, bud. Wish you'd make some videos, but you know, you'll get there when you want to get there, and we'll be waiting. And also we have the Godzilla Files. Awesome dude. I met him also at G-Fest as well, standing in line to meet Megumi Odaka, and awesome dude. You know, also love having talks with him and you know, watching his reviews. Awesome guy, awesome group of friends, you know, awesome people, you know. Next up, we have Mr. Shelton as well. Great independent filmmaker, you know, makes horror movies and action movies. Awesome dude. I love talking with him offline as well, and you know, just shooting the breeze. Awesome guy. After that, we have Mr. Totosh Toys and Collectibles. He is an awesome dude as well. He was also known as One Madzilla at one point, and you know, he and I get to talking. Awesome guy, you know, big friends on Instagram, Facebook. You know, I love his videos and his reviews that he does. Awesome guy. Go give us a subscribe to that. By the way, this isn't the shout out portion. The shout out portion is for later. These are just special thanks. You know, just a couple of special people. Next up, we have the Sci-Fi Sentry. Another awesome dude, you know, up-and-comer. Love his personality. I love his the work ethic he has. You know, he and I talk also personally offline as well. Awesome guy. You know, he's big into Godzilla. He's also big into sci-fi stuff, also Marvel stuff. You know, awesome dude. Sci-Fi Sentry. Awesome guy. Love you all. These are just the standouts. And let's move on to the next portion. The Q&A. Lots of Q&A. Well, got a couple really good ones. And don't worry, the shout-out section is afterwards. And after I do the shout-out section and I upload this video, I'm going to be doing one-on-one shout-out videos. Plus, I do a couple of announcements at the end of the video as well. But if, you know, it upsets you that everything's in one video, don't worry. You're getting your own personal shout-out video done sometime later in the week. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll stay up all night and do a couple more. We'll see, but that's coming soon. Okay. So, first question from Mr. RPG Vipe 3R, or RPG Viper. What is your favorite meat? I am a steak guy, medium rare. You know, whether it's New York, a sirloin, or a tomahawk. Delicious. I love steak. That's my favorite meat. All right. What we got? Okay, PlayStation 9. Another awesome dude. He asks, what are your 5 all-time favorite games? I can't pick 5 favorite games. I've been playing games since the 80s when I was a little guy, so I've had a lot of games that are on my mind. So I'm going to pick my top 5 favorite franchises to kind of maybe let you see where my favorite 5 games are. Because if I had to pick 5 games right now, the #1 slot would just take up all of them. And that's kind of unfair. So let's go into my top 5 favorite franchises. Number 5, we have Mortal Kombat. Been playing that game since it first came out in the 90s. You know, back when it was on Genesis, actually. I played the Genesis version. And then played the Super Nintendo version. I like the Genesis version better. Don't ask why, I just do. But then Mortal Kombat 2, just awesome. Mortal Kombat 3, I actually remember that was one of the very first video games that I owned as a kid. I was given that for a birthday present. That and Aladdin on Genesis as well. I got the Mortal Kombat 3 on Nintendo, on Super Nintendo. But yeah, awesome games as they continue on all the way up until Mortal Kombat 11. I love that game. We're getting 3 new characters soon. We're getting Melina, which I'm very happy about. Rain, okay. Rambo is going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. So yeah, Mortal Kombat is just number 5. Number 4, we have God of War. I love these games. You know, like little action beat-em-up games, just awesome. I love Greek mythology. I love Norse mythology as well. Kratos is an awesome character. What happens with his family, what happens with him. Awesome stuff. Awesome games. Play them if you haven't played them, especially the 2018 version. I thought I was going to hate the 2018 version because of how different it looked, you know, when it first showed off. I thought they were trying to go for more a cinematic game where, you know, it's more about, you know, the story rather than the gameplay. But I was very wrong, and that game was very awesome. I highly recommend the God of War franchise. I didn't play any of the spin-off games. Maybe I should, you know, but see what happens. Number 3, Alien vs. Predator. All of them. I'm not a PC player, but when I did have a working laptop that actually had a CD drive in it back in the early 2000s, you know, I picked up Alien vs. Predator as the first PC game. Well, no, not my first PC game. actually the first PC game I ever owned, well, is number one. But, after that, the first CD-based game I bought was actually StarCraft. But Alien vs. Predator, awesome game. The second one is awesome. The 2010 version, I think, is highly underrated and needs a HD remaster, re-release, or just re-release that one. That game was awesome. I beat Alien and Predator on Nightmare. That's how good I got with them. I couldn't get past level 1 with the Marines. So what does that tell you? Also, Alien vs. Predator, I think it's called Extinction, where it's like a StarCraft-esque game where you actually command and conquer, and you have little groups of aliens or predators or humans, and you try to conquer the entire map. Awesome game. That's another underrated game. I think that needs to be re-released as well. But yeah, number 3, Alien vs. Predator. Number 2, the big daddy to God of War, Devil May Cry. I love the first one. It is a backbreaker, but awesome game. Second game, I actually really like. A lot of people don't like the second one for some reason. I like it. It's not as good as the first one, but, I think it's actually, a pretty good sequel. The third one, masterclass. Awesome. Devil May Cry 4 had issues. It felt like they got it half done, and then we're like, we don't have time for the rest of it, so just repeat everything in reverse, but just have Dante do it. That was DMC. DMC would have been nice if it wasn't called DMC or Devil May Cry. That game was called anything else. Strip away everything you know about Devil May Cry and create something completely new with it. That game would have been fine. But the moment they called it Devil May Cry, DMC, made the main character Dante, and just what they did with it, just no. It was so cringeworthy and just so bad and not funny. And they did to Virgil. Someone should, seriously get a stern talking to. I'm not going to say anything too bad about it, but, And Devil May Cry 5 was awesome. Loved it. They're finally releasing Virgil for Devil May Cry 5. I'm going to have to go pick that game up again, but, yeah, awesome game series. And number 1, if you know me on Facebook, I constantly post about this, Doom. Yes, Doom. All the way back from the first one, back from 1990, I can't remember, all the way to Doom Eternal. Awesome game franchise. See why I can't just pick 5 games, because the Doom franchise would dominate the list, because I love all those games. I love playing them. I love exploring all the secrets. I love fighting the monsters. Doom Eternal, I love finding new shortcuts to completing levels quicker. I love mastering all the weapons. I love finding the Unmaker and, doing the thing like that. The BFG 9000 is awesome. Doom franchise is my number 1 favorite game franchise of all, and now you see why I had to pick franchises. Alright, so PS9, there's your answer. Let's move on. Next up, we have Figure Mania Show. Love this guy. I've known this guy for years, and I love his work. I seriously would, if I had the money, I would build a museum and stick all of his artwork inside of that museum. Yeah, well, I would do that for a lot of people, actually. But, Figure Mania, I love his work. Go subscribe and see all the wonderful things he does, especially on Facebook, all the pictures, and Instagram, all the wonderful pictures he posts on there. Congratulations on 800. Question: who is the greatest movie swordsman in your opinion? Oh, the greatest one swordsman. Oh, there's so many good ones. You know what? I'm going to be daring, and because this man is awesome in real life and awesome in the movies, Conan the Barbarian. That's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian. He's proficient in swords, he's proficient in axes, setting traps, he's great at warfare and combat. There's my answer. You could probably make a top 100 of how many great swordsmen there are in films. And also the different styles. But if I was to pick one guy to enter a battlefield with a sword in his hand, I'd pick Conan the Barbarian. Okay? Next up from Totosh Toys. Well, he's going to get a shout out later. Okay? Next up, we have Tupples 101. Okay, and he has 4 questions. All right, now we're going. Now we're talking. Congrats to 800 subs. You deserve them. Thank you. Have you seen Shinkalion the movie? No, I have not. I will look that up. Butterfly knife or a normal knife? I would pick a normal knife because they're stronger and they're not. Yeah, it's harder to you know, conceal them if you're out like in the woods or something, and you know, so it'd probably be slapping your leg around a lot, but it's a lot stronger, and I would prefer it because with a butterfly knife, you know, you could break the springs, you could break the nails or the, you know, the little housing to it. You know, those break easier. You know, you get a good buck knife, you get a Bowie knife, you know, solid, sharp knife. You know, I'd pick that over a butterfly knife. Now, butterfly knife is nice. I have several good knives, but if I needed like a survival situation, I'd bring a normal knife. Any thoughts on the PS5? I like the Doom meme where the PS5 looks like Samuel Hayden. It looks fun. I don't have money for it. In fact, I'm kind of really broke nowadays. So, whatever you see coming in, you know, for reviews nowadays, you know, it's either stuff I had on a backlog or it'll be much later because, you know, shout out for later something I'm working on. It's going to be, bring up all my money. So, yeah. But it does look fun. The main thing about PS5 that I would want to play is, you know, the new God of War, because I want to see Kratos versus Thor, the old Norse Thor, see how that would play out. So there's that. Okay. Number 4, Black Sabbath or Judas Priest. You know what? I'm going to do you one better. Motorhead. Alright, if I had to pick between Black Sabbath and Judas Priest, probably Judas Priest. I love Black Sabbath, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'd probably say Judas Priest. You know, also depends on my mood as well. I'm looking to be more mellow and laid back. Probably Black. I listen to Black Sabbath. If I need more frantic energy, like I'm working out or something, then I listen to Judas Priest. Alright, so, next up, speak of the man, Liam Foley. What would your dream X Plus figure that X Plus hasn't made yet? I would like a 30 centimeter. I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5. Well, let me give you a few, okay? I don't know if I'm going to get to 5, but I'm going to give you a few. I would like an X Plus 30 centimeter Redosaurus, or Redosaur, from the film 20,000, no, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Well, I always get those mixed up. I would like a Redosaur. You know, actually, any size. That thing is awesome. You know, that's the granddaddy to, you know, the design for Godzilla. So, you know, that thing's awesome. Also, that's an awesome movie, by the way. You know, if you haven't seen that Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, go give it a watch. You know, awesome stop motion, awesome monster design, you know, awesome horror movie as well. Especially since it's Halloween and, you know, or October, things get scary. Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Give it a watch. Next up. You know, it's funny, I said this on the X Plus group, and I was told stop being greedy because we just got a gigantic of this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I want a gigantic Godzilla 1991. Oh, yes. With an open mouth and, you know, the Hokkaido version, not the Shinjuku version. I want the Hokkaido version. Yes, the 30 centimeter, the 27 centimeter Yuji Sakai 91 is awesome, but I would love to see a 91 gigantic. That would just be, ooh. Oh, that'd be awesome. Next up would be the, you know, the rest of the King of the Monsters lineup. You know, Rodan, Ghidorah, and Mothra, which we're getting a Rodan soon as well, so it's only a matter of time for those to come. I would like to see a 30 centimeter Godzilla 1972 from Godzilla vs. Gigan. And the Rick option would be No idea. Maybe like a miniature Godzilla tower. Yeah. And that's all I can think of right now. Those are the ones I would pick. Alright, so thank you for the question, by the way. Thank you for the questions, everyone. But I gotta move on. Next up, we have Lizard Boy. Hey, Gojo351, how's it going? Congratulations to you, man. Now your grass is green and have clear water. Thank you. So, I actually do have a question. Every kaiju that has been put out by X Plus, do you think one day X Plus will actually stop and have no more ideas? If so, why? By the way, I've been a fan of you and the community for years. Cool dude. Thank you very much, Lizard Boy. That makes me feel good when I read that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to meet you in real life. Hopefully at G-Fest. I can meet all of you at G-Fest. Or we can, figure something out. Because 2020, you ruined a lot of things. You ruined G-Fest, and that's not cool. That was my vacation. That was a lot of people's vacation. A lot of people really wanted to go to G-Fest. But 2020, you done ruined it. I want to meet all of you, and thank you very much, Lizard Boy, for the kind words. Now, for your question, Eric Kaiju, I think one day X Plus will stop with no more ideas. No, I don't think they will stop because of no more ideas. In fact, I think X Plus is picking up steam, and they're actually coming out with more and more ideas. The Defo Reel and the Favorite Sculptures line, are proof of that. They're always coming up with ideas. It's only a matter of time before, they have the next big idea, like the diorama set, or the gift pack set, or the Rick exclusive set where it's just the Rick figure itself. I can see them going on. I can see, all different ideas that they could do. They could do like versus versions where, they make very special versions of the actual figures and have them together. Also, you got the SH Monster Arts Fire Godzilla as well. There's a version of this coming out soon, but then you gotta think there's a 25 centimeter as well. They've got the 30 centimeter. They got a gigantic. The gigantic as well is coming soon. They're doing the Defo Reel as well. So they have a lot of things. Will they eventually run out? Well, as long as the films keep going and we keep having IPs like Shin Gojira or the King of Monsters or the new upcoming anime Godzilla that's coming out as well, plus the other anime Godzilla. I don't see them coming. I don't see them stopping. No. And as far as them having no more ideas, they're always, they got some smart cookies at X Plus, coming up with ideas. So if they do, it's not going to be for a long time. Probably after I'm long in the ground, they'll probably stop thinking of ideas. But, I don't see them go. If so, why? No. The only thing that would probably stop them, I don't even think anything would, because, they're always, maybe, if, like, these things aren't, like, X Plus doesn't see a profit anymore, but, they have an excellent quality product that everyone likes, spending hard-earned money for. That's the only way that it would, go out is if, they start losing profit, but they're not, so, yeah, I see them going on into a very prosperous future. And, yeah. Thank you again, Lizard Boy. Alright. Next up, Hayabusa 68. Whew. Which one of these would you rather have as 30 centimeter scale? Imposter 1974 or Godzilla Tower 72? Oh. Oh, you. Fun story. Yeah, I'm going to tell a fun story. Why not? Those are some of the first Godzilla films I saw. Not only did I see Godzilla 1985 and Son of Godzilla, when I was a lad, when I was really young, but also I remember the VHSs for both of those films, holding them both in my hands. Plus, I think it's hilarious. I think it was either the cover of I think it was Gigan, where they had the priestesses from Mechagodzilla on the cover of it. It's like, wait a minute, you two aren't in this movie. It's the same actress, but, you know, they have two same picture of her from different scenes of the movie on. It's like, you know, okay, sorry. All right. I would love to see an Imposter 1974. Okay, but the Godzilla Tower 72 would be amazing as well. But if I had to pick between them, I'd say the Imposter 74. Yeah, I would go with the Imposter 74 because, you know, there's a lot they could do with that. And as far as a Rick option with that, of course I would like to see, you know, the skin break off. But, like, with the Rick version, I would love to see, like, a lot of skin broken off on it. And, like, in a certain pose. Like, he's about to transform into Mechagodzilla 74. That would be awesome. As far as the Godzilla Tower, see, I would love that. The only Rick option that I can see with that would be a light up. If I was to make a Godzilla Tower 1972, I would pick two small, a Gigan and a flying King Ghidorah to go along with it. Kind of like the scene where they're flying around the tower. That's the Rick option I would do. I would have those two figures with it. So, yeah. So, to answer your question, Godzilla 74. Imposter. Asteroidzilla 1954, Godzilla and Friends. HICC Elsa. Okay. 3 questions. Alright. What do you think about Godzilla Earth? The trilogy of the anime, I didn't like the trilogy at all. Not at all, but, you know, I did not like the trilogy. The design of Godzilla, at first I hated it. I really hated it at first, but it grew on me. And it grew on me enough to wear 30 centimeter standard edition of Godzilla Earth, which I'm going to be making a video kind of showcasing this figure because of how amazing it is and how different it is compared to other X Plus figures, and just how awesome, you know, it is. And yeah. And, you know, Godzilla is trapped in a bad trilogy, in my opinion. That's the easiest answer I can give. Next up, number 2. Have you seen How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World? No, I have not. I've only seen the first one. I was over at my buddy Chaz's house, and he and you know, family members, we sat down and watched it. Fun film, the first one. I have not seen any of the sequels, though. They look fun, just haven't watched them. Okay? Are you thinking about getting the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Earth? No. I have the X Plus. X Plus is, I'm good with the X Plus. Okay. Now, that figure does look nice as well. Alright, the SH Monster Arts, and it's one of the larger ones as well. I think it's actually a little taller than the Shin Godzilla one as well. Nice figure. I've got the X Plus, though. So, yeah. And also, if anyone watching this, if you did enjoy the trilogy, the anime trilogy, good. I'm glad that you did. I did not. The first film, I thought was okay. Needed to be worked on a couple of parts, but I thought it was okay. The second movie, I wanted to cancel my Netflix subscription. And the third movie, I was just so over the whole situation. I kind of went into it angry and fed up, and then I watched it, and I realized why I was angry and fed up. So, yeah, but if you enjoy the anime trilogy, I'm happy for you. Alright, so next up, hey, Figure Mania is back. Whose sword would you rather have? Lion-O's Sword of Omens or He-Man's Sword of Grayskull? The Sword of Grayskull. Hands down. That sword grants you so many incredible powers. But actually in the comics, the DC heroes have gotten into a crossover with Masters of the Universe. And He-Man is able to, withstand a punch from Superman because he has the Sword of Grayskull and it is transformed into He-Man. So if you're able to transform into He-Man and you have that amount of power, I'd go with the Sword of Grayskull. My memory of Thundercats isn't what it used to be. I'd rather, try to remember it, but, as far as I remember, Sword of Grayskull, that's where it's at. Alright, next up. And last, it looks like, 3 days awesome. 2 final questions. What got you into collecting? What got me into collecting? I've always had this thing whenever I collect figures, or whenever I watch movies, and if they really resonate with me, whether it be Godzilla, whether it be DC or Marvel or action movies and stuff, I always like to collect something from it, whether it's a figure or a piece of memorabilia from it. So, what got me into it, just the overall enjoyment and, love of those properties. That's what got me into collecting. Now, Godzilla is the main thing that I collect, but I do collect other things as well, but mainly Godzilla, and that's my answer. What is it that keeps us collecting? This is just about collecting in general. I love asking this to collectors to see their answer, a ton of different answers. Well, whenever I watch a property, like Godzilla or RoboCop or playing a game like Mortal Kombat, if it resonates with me in a strong way, I collect something from it. Like, for example, the Storm Collectibles Shao Kahn. I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat. I've always been a fan of Mortal Kombat, and Shao Kahn is my top 5 favorite characters. So I collected his Storm Collectibles, figure. Awesome figure, and I love Shao Kahn, so it kind of speaks. RoboCop. It's another thing that I really like. I love the original film. I like the second movie. I can't stand the third movie, and the remake needed a lot of work. But I just love the character RoboCop. So I have him. I have the new NECA re-release of Ed 209 as well. Awesome figures. So yeah, if there's something that resonates with me, then I collect it. I've kind of slowed down a lot over the years because multiple reasons, but yeah, it's mainly if it resonates with me, then I collect it. That's the main reason. So, that is that for YouTube. Now, let's go over to Instagram. I placed this on here. Wait, hang on. Technical difficulty. On Instagram, 2 more questions. We have from Mike Quiroga. How many Godzilla figures you have in total? Oh. 100. At least 500. And that's just, off the top of my head. So, yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. And I have no regrets. Alright, so next up we have Godzilla 00. What has been your favorite year? Wait, what has been your favorite year of figures? What figure was your favorite from that year? Oh, 2015 or 2016, and that was the Yuji Sakai Godzilla 1991 because I always loved that figure. I always loved that suit, and it's one of those 2 years. I can't remember the exact year that figure came out, but I love that, and that's what actually helped cement me as collecting X Plus over and over again. I had several before that, but I didn't know if I was going to keep going. But then the Godzilla 91 came out, I'm like, okay, got to keep going. So there are the questions. Actually, there's 2 more questions from St. Butters. Do I prefer the 62 suit or the 74 suit? The 62 suit, I think, is much more larger, more imposing, and it had to be, to fight Kong. The 74 suit is that, like, superhero suit. It's kind of like the best well-rounded one, I guess you can say. For practicality, I'd say the 74 suit, because it's a lot lighter and it's a lot smaller, so you move around a lot better with it. But if I was looking to intimidate and look really good in a movie, I'd go with the 62 suit. But I guess I'd have to say the 74. And on Instagram, the final question from Percirker Cody: what would be my favorite X Plus figure that I own? That'd be the Godzilla 91 Hokkaido Yuji Sakai figure. I love that figure. It is gorgeous. Hopefully we get more 91 figures, like a gigantic, a 30 centimeter, a favorite sculptor's line. I want them all. And there's actually one more, I lied. For Mr. AJ Russo off of Facebook. He said, so AJ Russo wants to know what is one of my best and one of my worst videos I've made here on YouTube. One of my best videos, in my opinion, I'd have to say the 2019 25 centimeter review that I did. I feel like, just the amount of energy I put into that and just the overall excitement that I had for it, and also the way how everything came together and how it all came together with the video, I think was, spot on. I really enjoyed that video. I went back and, sometimes I go back and I watch my videos on YouTube and see how they hold up. And I enjoy them. And I enjoy that one. So I think that's probably my best video, in my opinion. My least favorite video, where I don't think I did a very good job, I don't know if I uploaded that. Hang on. I think I uploaded that here to YouTube. I think it was the review I did for the SH Monster Arts Mecha King Ghidorah. Hang on. Let me just check real quick. I did. I uploaded that to YouTube. 5 years. Wow. It's been 5 years since I've been on YouTube? Anyway, but yeah, that's probably my least favorite ones, because, I wasn't really, used to, editing things and doing things, properly, back then. And I had kind of got a little annoyed with the SH Monster Arts Mecha King Ghidorah, because the mouth kept on popping out. And I would, like, let myself get really angry about it. And I was like, how could this, blah, blah, blah. But, it was just the ball joint, it wasn't a big deal. So that's probably, my least favorite video that I did. It came off kind of petulant in a way, the way how I worded it. It just came out just weird. Funny thing, my most popular video here on YouTube, actually is very strange that this is my most popular video. It's actually, let me just make sure. My most popular video here on YouTube is the unboxing video for the X Plus Godzilla Earth 30 centimeter. 17,000 views. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, well, I'll drink to that. Alright, so, I've rambled on enough. Let's get to the shoutouts. Now remember, if you stayed around this long, I will be doing one-on-one shout-out videos. What that means is I'm going to make a video dedicated just to you. Probably 1, maybe 2 minutes, shouting you out. I'm going to do some research into your channel and just giving you a shout-out that way. This is just going to be a part of this video. So if you're worried that everything's going to be buried at the last end of the video, don't worry. You're getting your own shout-out video. Don't worry, okay? It's my word. I will go back and I will do these. Don't worry. So we're going to shout out first Mr. RPG Viper, or Vipe3R, RPG Viper. Yeah. RPG Viper, you want a shout out? Here's your shout out. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the question earlier as well. Next up, we have Godzilla Fan 2020 2.0. Always commenting, always being, you know, on top of things. Cool dude, always making tribute videos and showing off figures in his collection. There's your shout out, bud. Next up, we have Goji Fan 1998. Awesome dude. Talked to him a lot of times on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, he asked me about what I think about the new anime Godzilla that just got announced. They just showed the face and it was a drawing. I want to see what they're actually going to do with it. Because after the anime trilogy, I did not care for the anime trilogy. So I'm going to be very cautious moving forward. Okay. But Goji Fan 98, you're awesome, dude. And I met you at G-Fest. And yeah. There's this shout out. You're going to get another one. Don't worry. Another shout out for Astridzilla 1954, Godzilla and Friends, HICC Elsa. You know, love your work on you know, Instagram, you know, and your work here on YouTube as well. You know, keep up the good work. Here's your shout out, and yeah, can't wait to see what you got next on the Instagram. What else we got? Michael Prince 777, awesome dude. Always talking with him, you know, whether it's on Facebook or here on YouTube as well. Love talking with him. You know, big Godzilla fan and a big vinyl fan as well. You know, LPs and not L. Is that an LP? Records. He likes records. And awesome dude. You know, and give him a little shout out. Next up, I'd like to do a shout for PlayStation 9. Love his work, you know, his gameplays. He just got done doing Days Gone and got a Platinum Trophy in that as well. Awesome stuff. It's always fun to see when someone gets a Platinum Trophy. Those are very difficult to come across. I only have like 3 Platinum Trophies ever through PlayStation, and he just collects them all the time. So PlayStation 9, awesome dude. Can't wait to see what your next Let's Play is. Next up, we have 81295 Smith. Congrats, thank you very much, and there's your shout out. Thank you very much. Figure Mania, you know, needs no introduction. You know, his work and his artwork and all the things that he does. Awesome guy, and you know, I've been friends with him for years, and yeah, there's your shout out. Totosh Toys, once again, he was One Madzilla, and then he changed his you know, channel name to Totosh Toys, and awesome guy. I love talking with him. I love his work as well. I love his collection. You know, he has a lot of models as well as X Plus and SH Monster Arts. Awesome stuff, and go give him a subscribe. Okay. Toopies 101, thank you very much about the questions earlier as well, especially one about the knife. You know, I like talking about weapons as well. You know, there's your shout out. Thank you very much. Liam Foley, awesome guy. You know, I'm friends with him on Twitter as well as Facebook. Awesome dude. Love talking with him. Lizard Boy, thank you very much. Again, Lizard Boy, just thank you. There's your shout out, and don't worry, you're going to get a bigger shout out than that in a future video. Rice04, thank you very much. Congrats, you deserve it. Love the content. Thank you very much. Here's your shout out. Thank you very much. I hope to meet all of you one day. We can all just hang out at G-Fest or hang out just wherever, you know, shake hands and, you know, just shoot the breeze and have fun, you know. Thank you very much. Next up, Hayabusa68. Thank you very much for the question. Here's your shout out. Thank you very much. Okay. And lastly, 3 Days Awesome. Thank you. You know, thank you very much for the questions and kind of the introspective look into when I was a lad and when I was collecting. So that is the video. hope you all enjoyed this. And don't worry, you will be getting your own personal shout-outs after this, okay? Can't stress that enough. Moving forward with the channel, actually, no, this video's gone on long enough, so I'll do that as a separate thing as well. And it's 1:30 in the morning as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. And please like, comment, share, subscribe, share this around. And maybe there'll be a part 2 if more questions come up as well. We'll see. And catch y'all for the next gameplay, whichever that'll probably be. Probably Doom Eternal. You know, the new DLC that's coming out soon. Or, you know, the next unboxing. I have 2 figures on the way. And I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good night.